There are some massive things coming out of indie horror, and I need to talk to you guys about it. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Mason UniqueGeese. I'm the project lead and creator of a small indie game called Indigo Park, and I've been working my butt off on getting this game out to you guys. You should go wishlist it on Steam, that would be awesome. But part of doing YouTube and developing a game like this at the same time is that I try to keep up to date on trends and different games coming out. My goal is to make the best possible game that I can, and I want to make sure that we're doing something new and original and taking notes from other games that are doing similar things. So in the past week or so, we've gotten a lot of new indie horror news, and I kind of want to run down some games with you guys. First and foremost, Monday was April Fool's Day. And while there were some companies doing their own thing, one company called Landfall, which you guys might know for Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, Cluster Truck, along with a ton of other really fun and goofy games, randomly decided to drop this new game called Content Warning. From what I can tell, it's basically Lethal Company, but a lot more silly and cartoony, and instead of looking for scrap, you're playing as basically a YouTuber trying to get views and clout to make a bunch of money and continue doing more like found footage type videos. I personally don't know too much about this game quite yet, but if you're watching this video on the day it came out, I'm gonna be live in just a couple of hours playing this game with some of my buddies. We'll be live with Astral Spiff, you guys might know from challenge runs of Poppy Playtime and Five Nights at Freddy's, my buddy John, who runs the FNAF channel, and Julian, who has his own channel as well. So check the link down below. I'm gonna be playing through this and reacting to it live, but I'm really intrigued by this. This is really like the first competitor that we've had to Lethal Company, and it seems really goofy and fun. So I'm excited to see if it's any good. Another big game that I wanted to talk about today actually comes from the developers of Bendy and the Ink Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival, you know, the Bendy series. Completely out of nowhere, they dropped a brand new Steam listing for a game called Bendy Secrets of the Machine. And if you go and look at the developers' accounts, there's like no information about this game. It just says that it's coming out in 9 days, so I'll probably be doing a video on it here in a bit, once it does come out. Again, I'm not really caught up too much in the Bendy lore. I've played through all of Ink Machine and Dark Revival, but it is interesting that all of the other games are published under Joey Drew Studios, but this one's being developed by the Gent Corporation, which was the same company that was like making the pipes. And if I remember correctly, I think they have ownership of the Ink Machine at the end of the Dark Revival. I could be wrong. Leave a comment down below if you guys are a Bendy nerd and know more about the lore. But I'm super excited to see what this is. I haven't actually watched this trailer yet. I've seen these screenshots, and we'll talk about them in a minute. But I figured we could check out this little trailer, just called Teaser Unstable. Okay. Property of the Gent Corporation. Ink. I mean, that's probably expected. I don't know if any of the, like, codes flashing or anything. Bendy pops up for a second. I think that's a Gent Corporation logo. Some rad screaming. Sheriff Toadster on the screen, of course. Some breathing. You got, like, a Bendy hut, which is interesting. Okay. Just staticky noises. I'm sure there's a bunch of secrets in that as well. But this says subject, some random string of numbers. I'm sure if you translate this out, I'm sure it translates to something. If you guys know this stuff, leave a comment down below. I'd be really interested to know what's going on. But property of the Gent Corporation, no unauthorized viewing or interaction, danger unstable. And then discover the interactable secrets of the machine by exploring Gent's creation and solving the puzzles within. Lurking amongst the shadows are glimpses to the past, the present, and the future of the dark puddles. But stay alert, this realm changes often. So, I mean, I've seen theories on Twitter. Again, I'm not like super involved with it. But I've seen people saying like, oh, maybe this is a way that they could start releasing teasers. So instead of releasing like screenshots as to what their next project is going to be, maybe there's like an interactable puzzle that teases something. I've also seen people just saying that this is like basically like simulating and coming up with like memories and looks into the past and future to explain like certain story elements. I don't know. Regardless of what it is, I am definitely invested in it, and I would love to see what this turns out to be. As far as screenshots, we have this like, looks like it's depositing something. This popped up whenever you heard the screaming in the trailer. Of course, everyone's like, oh my god, Sheriff Toadster, Garten of Ben, but just a fun face. There's a figure standing here in a hallway. It kind of gives me Boris vibes, but not really. I'm not really sure. Some kind of character. I'm not sure what that translates to or anything. Just kind of another building shot, another room. So it's all kind of weird and random. And I guess what's really interesting about this is coming off of not only Bendy and the Dark Revival being released not too long ago, but Bendy the Cage is apparently coming out this year. So the fact that they're releasing this and the Cage in 1 year, there's a lot of Bendy content coming out. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it gives us a look into some of the cool stuff we get to do in the future. So that's really exciting. That's one of the big things I wanted to talk about today for sure. Of course, quickly, I want to talk about my own game. I've been working incredibly hard on my new game, Indigo Park. If you guys are unfamiliar with it, I'll leave a link to a playlist in the description below. Basically, I've done a ton of videos talking about this project, but it's a really cool horror game that we've been pouring our hearts into and making it insane. My spring break just got over from college, so I had a lot of time to put in a lot of work. And without being too public or telling you guys too much about the game, the entire game is technically playable from beginning to end. Now, that being said, there's a couple environments that are just kind of blocked out or not fully fleshed out. There's a couple mechanics that we aren't super sound on yet. But the game's development is going very quickly right now, and we have deadlines for certain goals. I wish I could show you guys more, but I don't want to give away too much of Chapter 1. Keep an eye out on the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, because this game is going to be dope. I'm pouring all of my heart into it, and it's free, so go wishlist it on Steam. The other big project I wanted to talk to you guys about today was Don't Fret. Now, if you guys don't know what Don't Fret is, it's also a new upcoming indie horror game, developed by the people over at Rocket Music, which you guys might know for some of their like kind of nerdcore music. And I've been in contact with them for a while now, talking about how that project's coming along. And they just sent me an early access look at the new trailer that they're dropping today. It might already be out by the time you're watching this video. But I wanted to take a look at it and kind of react to it and give my thoughts with it. All right, Don't Fret. I am very excited about this game. Will this overlay go away? I'm like watching this in Dropbox. What did that say? I may be done, but I can help the others. C120. So maybe some kind of like testing facility or something. I don't really know the lore. Hide toolbar. Yes. Can the bottom bar go away, please? There we go.
Just love the taste of harmonic heights forget-me-not cookies.
Cookies?
Farm fresh eggs, real chocolate, and plenty of love.
Yay!
Fast track your child's success and leave your morals behind. With
Oh,
Duck
okay.
Tech, pushing the boundaries of medical ethics off a bridge since 1951.
There's some breathing.
Hey, I just met you.
And this is crazy.
John, call me. What are you so afraid of?
Is that a real phone number? That might be a real phone number. That might be a real phone number, guys.
It's my number.
Don't fret, it's a world of mystery.
Don't fret. Yeah, saw again, Don't Fret is kind of like a music-based horror game. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with it. Again, there's not too much we know about the lore. It seems that it takes place in like a school, like a music school. I thought this sequence was interesting, like the commercials with the cookies. I think it said that the cookies were made by Harmonic Heights, which might be the school. I don't know.
My little ones just love the taste of harmonic heights forget-me-not cookies made with farm fresh eggs,
I don't know why they'd be making cookies though, so that's probably a different company.
and plenty of love.
Fast track your child's success and leave your morals behind with Conduct Tech, pushing the
Conduct Tech.
boundaries of medical ethics off a bridge since 1951.
Yeah, so interesting lore. I don't know if I have too much to say about it, just because it's like they're clearly diving deep into like the kind of like analog horror-y kind of with this trailer, modifying students, you know, I don't really know. And then there's a student missing here. So I think I'm going to try to call this number. Let's see if anything happens.
Well, hello there. This is the conductor at Harmonic Heights. I'm terribly sorry, but you've called at a very inopportune moment. If this is about the admissions process, I assure you we'll be in touch soon enough. If you're inquiring about the status of a particular pupil at the school, please wait patiently, as we will be sending their audition tapes out for you to enjoy very shortly. This batch promises to be the best yet. And let me tell you, there is a star here in the making. Which brings me to my final note. If you're calling about Fred, I'm afraid he's been a bit tied up. You may have noticed the missing flyers posted in the hallways, and if you do care to assist with our search efforts, you'll need to... No, once again. Not now. Stay back! If you're listening, find Fred and get him out of the school immediately. Oh, and don't fret.
Okay, so that seems to be the conductor, clearly played by the Stupendium. Easily one of my favorite online music artists. They are just so talented with everything they do. But yeah, I don't know if I really know how much to break that down. It seems like Fred's missing. The conductor seems to be kind of like the principal of the school, maybe, and is fully aware that Fred is missing. They mentioned a new batch of something. If you guys have any theories about all of this, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this game. It seems like they have a lot going on. So how they interweave this all into one really strong story is going to be interesting. So I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to go through and take a little reaction to this trailer. I think it's really cool that they integrated a phone like that. This early in a project like that. That's a big jump. So yeah, I am super excited. It's going to be really cool. But yeah, that's really about all I got for you guys. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads lately. I've been working my butt off on Indigo Park, and I want to continue to put more work into it. Leave a comment down below. Are there any big like horror games coming out that I'm completely missing that I should check out here on the channel? Be sure to join us in the live streams. We'll be live here in a couple hours if you guys are watching this right when it comes out. Checking out Content Warning with Astral Spiff and FNAF. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons on the screen, and I'll see you guys around.